This show is brought to you by IslamicMusicHub.com.
Hello, I am Raghad from Gaza. I recently finished my secondary school and joined the university to fulfill my dream to be an engineer. But unfortunately, the war erupted and washed away my dreams and hopes. My family and I were living in our lovely house in peace and stability in the coastal city called Al-Zahra. Our home was everything we own. This horrible war made us homeless after our beautiful house was bombarded. When we forced to evacuate our house at that cold night in the darkness because the electricity was out, we stayed this night in the street in the open, waiting fate of our house is to be destroyed or just a rumor as every time. Unfortunately, when we heard the first missile struck the building, we realized that we would not come back to it again. We couldn't sleep at that cold and fearful night because of the heavy explosions that destroyed all the buildings in our Zahra city. After the explosions were stopped in the morning, we forced to go to the south in Rafah. From that time, our sufferings began. Now, we are living in a very bad situation. My dad, 67 years old, he has a chronic diseases and he suffers from diabetes and hypertension, and there's no medicines available for him. The pharmacies are almost empty. My mom, 56 years old, she had to wash the clothes on her hands because there's no electricity for the washing machine to work. My brother, 25 years old, he used to wake up early in the morning at 5 o'clock to purchase bread, spending 7 hours of waiting by turn. Also, my sister, who is a doctor and pregnant, fled away with her little son, 3 years old, due to the heavy airstrikes. Her house was completely destroyed. After 2 months of the war, she gives birth during the night through horrible bombing. There's a shortage of milk, diapers, and clothes for children. Also, there's no food, but a very little is available. We mostly depend on the little humanitarian aid which were as unhealthy cans. A large number of our relatives and friends were killed and injured during the multi-air strikes. We don't know if we are the next. In addition to the sufferings, Israel is threatening to enter Rafah city, and we are living in fear and panic. So please, help us to survive from this destructive war and leave Gaza. Thank you in advance.
Assalamu alaikum, it's Faisal from IslamicMusicHub.com. Now, obviously, Raghad couldn't send a huge recording. Internet connections are difficult over there, so she sent what she could. So what I'll do is I'll read out the GoFundMe link so you can get a bit more background about the story. So the page is called Help My Family to Getting Out of Gaza. And right here you can see a picture of all of them, the whole family before the war. Hi everyone, I'm Shadi Muhammad Ali. You can see my family in the photo before the nightmare occurred in Gaza. And right now we have a picture of the house destroyed and one of them sitting on top of the house destroyed. They've all got great spirits over there, haven't they? After months of despair, this is the only way to escape we have. Your help. We are a family of 9, which we want to get out of this war, with which we wake up one day. The next photo you can see is the remains of what was our home, which was taken from us on October 19th, 2023. Because of this, we are in Rafah, in the south of Gaza, surviving as we can, and in the hope of being able to flee to Egypt, for which we need £5,000 per person, which is why I make this call for help. So I'm saying to people, I'm posting one video per day during Ramadan. That's the aim. And if you can just spare £5 a day or £10 a day, that's a good way to get your barakah in and donate during the month of Ramadan. The idea with getting these stories is that we know that they're a bit more legit. We're hearing the voices, we're seeing the videos, and a lot of these people have sent their recordings over WhatsApp, so I can check whether they've got a Palestine or Israeli SIM card to verify that they're actually in those countries. So I'm trying to verify the best I can. Obviously, I can't verify 100%, but it seems like these stories are legit, and it would be really good if we could all help them as much as we can. Assalamu alaikum.
This recording was brought to you by IslamicMusicHub.com,